That is disgusting.
Hold on, one more time. Ah! Ah! Then they have kids and they're staying together out of convenience.
They just looked at each other. They're like, is that true?
I'm sorry. I just said the quiet part out loud. Listen, and it's not no scare business, okay? Like, I don't know what I'm supposed to be expecting. I don't know what kind of movie I'm watching.
That's the point, brother.
Stop this.
That's the point, brother. That's the exact point.
Yeah, I guess.
I don't know why you had a toothpick.
Now they care because I've started posting the proof.
And the trap.
And Trapler Ross covered it. And Toronto's a bunch of follow bati.
I don't care about these guys or any future relationship with them, so I'll say this. Bro, Fun Dog literally called Pressa waste dudes. I said, your brother was the worst one out of all the scams.
We love hip hop.
Recorded. Jeez. Yo, I want to give a warning before we start everything, okay? Just, I don't want to start somber, but salute to Shamar Barnett. My bad. You know what I'm saying? I had a quick brain freeze. Shamar Barnett. He's the gentleman. We did a news story on maybe last year sometime. He drowned at a party.
At that party, that's
Yeah. So apparently one of his homies, he actually drowned also like last week in a swimming pool, same swimming pool type of situation. Not a big party. It was just him and like a kind of one-on-one with a shotty type thing. And I'm not calling any foul play or anything like that. I'm just saying like it's an incident where another young brother drowned from not knowing how to swim. So this is my PSA, okay? Because do you know how to swim?
I do know how to swim, yeah.
When did you learn how to swim?
When I was like a kid, like 4 or 5 years old. My mom would, take me to the pool or to like a beach if we're in Turkey or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, just let me loose. And then I actually did like proper swimming lessons when I was a kid too. I didn't get to lifeguard and stuff, but Ultra 9, that was like the grade of it.
Yeah, and
because my mom had this paranoia that like if you don't know how to swim, like you can die, because she grew up by the Black Sea. So like she made sure like I would go to swimming practice like I was trying to be Michael Phelps or something, which I wasn't. I'm like, I'm just doing bare laps. She's like, no, you're gonna have to learn, like,
No, because in a situation where, and RIP to that young gentleman, I don't remember his last name. Let me pull it up. I know his first name is Robert, but with a situation like that, like if you don't know how to swim and then you're just in a happenstance type of situation where you fall in a pool or you're on a boat on a vacation or something like that, and you fall into the water and you don't have your life raft on or what do you call that thing there? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The floaty thing on.
The floaty.
Right? You're screwed just because you don't know how to swim, and that could be super prevented. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I agree. I mean, it's an essential skill to have if you're going to interact with a large body of water. I guess even a pool, I never really because for me, when I hear drowning in a pool, like it automatically presumes like foul play.
Yeah.
Because it's just unfathomable to me that like that could happen. I can understand the middle of the ocean and there's a lot of waves and stuff and it's dark and you might get, you might drown, but I don't know. I guess we have to teach our kids essential skills.
Yes.
But at the same time, like I'm also coming from a perspective where I was able to get that exposure. Not everyone has that type of access. But I do think that the city has like actual free swimming programs.
They do. Well, I think they do. But like as far as even with swimming in this city, if you're coming from like underprivileged neighborhoods and stuff like that, there might not be as many swimming pools in the neighborhood and stuff. But I'm even talking, and I'm talking from like even from Black people's perspective, right? I always hear, it's like a stereotype. Black people can't swim.
That's why I was laughing when you said that, because I was hoping that's where like my mind went, but I'm like, we shouldn't talk about it because it's kind of like a serious thing. I didn't want to make a joke out of it. Yeah. But yeah, that is the stereotype.
No, it's a stereotype that rings true in a lot of situations. And I know all stereotypes are not true, but a lot of people, it's just like, I can't swim. And it's almost like a stunt, like, duh, I can't swim. And it's like, nah, maybe you should know how, because you never know what can happen. like you said, a swimming pool is one thing, but when you're on a vacation, shit happens. We're a lot of us are come from the Caribbean over here in Toronto, and it's like, yo, we came from places where there's beaches.
That's why I feel like the stereotype is specific to African Americans or so-called African Americans because, and I think it might even be rooted in some like segregation type of laws around swimming and swimming pools and access, you know? Like I know there was probably a lot of like racial incidents around the swimming pool, especially in like the early 1900s, even like after, you know, Jim Crow era or whatever. So, but if you're black and you're from the Caribbean, most likely your ancestors like been swimming, like, you know.
Not necessarily. There's a lot of people and people in the comments, y'all maybe can attest to this. There's a lot of Caribbean people who don't know how to swim. From Jamaica, Barbados, Trinidad, different places who don't know how to swim. They might have been a city person, they might have been a country person, but they're not like a beach person. They go to the beach and maybe hang out. You know, there might be people who work in there trying to get over on tourists or serve tourists, but are not in the water swimming.
That's crazy because I'd imagine if you grew up like by a body of water, say you live right by like the sea or like the beach or whatever, like you're gonna interact with the water eventually. Like
you would think
people travel thousands of kilometers to interact with, to swim in that water.
Yeah.
And if it's in your backyard, then it's like, I don't know why don't Black people swim like that?
This is why I wanted to just make this a quick PSA for the people, especially my Black people out there. Like, learn to swim yourself. Like, if you're already an adult, get your kids into swimming early so that, you know, once they start getting older, like water is never a thing to them. Like, they're never afraid of going anywhere close to a body of water. It's just an afterthought.
Well, do you know how to swim?
Yeah.
And you learned when you were younger?
I learned when I was super young. I even like when my mom used to take me to Barbados and stuff like that. Like I was already swimming and like they're encouraging swimming. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because I've seen videos of people teaching babies how to swim and you just toss them and then they just flow. So I don't know. I think it is largely psychological. I think it's like riding a bike. You know, I feel like a lot of people know how to ride a bicycle, but there are some people that don't, you know? And there's a bunch of things in life like that where, you know, we should have survival skills, a wide range of survival skills, you know, not just swimming or this, but things that when you're in a crazy situation, you know what to do. You're not freaking out.
But yeah, man, RIP to that young gentleman right there, and RIP to Shamar Barnett as well, man. You know what I'm saying? And just something quick. I didn't mean to start somber, but I do have something as a pre-topic that's way less somber.
Okay.
The T app. Okay, have you been hearing the new craze about the new app that's taking over the nation?
If hearing the craze means seeing a couple posts on my timeline, I definitely have heard it.
Okay, so the T app is basically an app that was created for women to be able to research men that they deal with and also put up reviews on certain guys. So, for example, there's upscales or upsells to the app. Right? Like it's a free app.
Like upgrades? Like you can pay to what?
So it's a free app. Only women can sign up for the app. You have to show ID showing that you're a woman. So if you're one of us, we can never get on the app. However, it's doing reviews on, for example, yourself. DJ Czar, I went on a date with him and he ran off on the bill, or you know what I'm saying? He gave me an STD or whatever. Your face will be up there with other women underneath the comments saying, oh, I dealt with him too. I didn't know he had 4 kids, And we can't go and check this shit. Okay, I'll pull it up on the screen.
You know what's so funny? Like, men, we just do that on Reddit. Like, it's the same thing. We don't even need like a whole app. Like, there are dudes that'll be like, yo, stay away from this girl. She's trying to set up my boy. What's the app? This, that. It's just, you know, like, it's interesting. I kind of like hearing about this. It's kind of like they are making it like sports almost, where that's kind of how men were with sex and relationships, where it's almost like sports. Now they're doing it where it's like, you know, 4 out of 5 sexual performance. He did this, he did that. His mom is so nice though, you know, and it's kind of like, I think that's kind of funny, low key.
So check this out. It's right now, and there's a scandal going on about this. So find verified green flag men, run background checks, identify potential catfish, verify he's not an S offender, check for criminal history. Now the upgrades is like you can do the criminal history check for like $20 or something like that. Like, so like they have add-ons to the app. And then certain mans will have like 10 red flags next to their name and 1 green flag. So it's like girls know, okay, stay away from him. Like they have gone crazy.
Yo, imagine Toronto had this. It'd be over.
Well, it's from state to state or city to city, right? Like there's one in Philly, and I'll play a little clip of this girl explaining the app here. My bad.
Waiting to be accepted. Yo, my bestie, I know I'm not the only one who's been scrolling on that T app, or I know you're at home waiting to be accepted. Yo, my bestie called me yesterday. She said, bestie, there's this app and they're exposing all the men. I'm like, tell me more. Tell me more. I want to know. She's like, you could post a picture of your man or the old man you used to talk to or a man that you want to talk to, and people will rate them a red flag or a green flag, and there's comments, and everything is anonymous. You could write hella comments and say whatever. You could say, dick was weak, they stink, they have kids, they're a deadbeat, they beat on women. You can say whatever you want about them, and they can't do anything because they don't have access to the app, because you got to take a picture of yourself to prove that you're a woman. So why I get into the app today, y'all, and I'm not thinking that it's like real. You know, like I'm thinking like, oh yeah, they're going to expose people, but I don't think I'm going to be knowing any of the people that's on there, right? So I get in, I'm scrolling, I don't see nobody I know, right? I don't see nobody. And I scroll a little bit more. Thank God my man ain't on there. Thank God my man ain't on there. But I didn't see his friend though. But yo, I seen people
okay, let me stop right there. So you see what's going on right now. It's like, it's actually messing up people's relationships. There's guys who are not, like, their Riz is gone because they're on there with like 20 red flags, right? I'll play this guy's reaction. Like, it's been going crazy. So any clips that you're seeing online is because it's gone crazy, fam. But there's a silver lining at the end of this.
How the fuck did I get on the T app? I used to work with him. He gave me gay vibes. Nigga, what? Nigga, I only worked one job with females, bro. And that was at Olive Garden when I was a server. And the reason why I didn't with none of y'all is because y'all was already fucking all the niggas on the job. Peep this. The niggas already told me, showed me text proof on who the fuck was already getting cracked. There was nobody at the Olive Garden that wasn't getting cracked on Camp Creek Parkway. Yes, I set the motherfucking location, nigga, and I know who the fuck did that shit. So you mad at
So here's what happened. After all of this craze and everybody getting worried about, you guys are messing up you women are messing up my Riz. Also, I want to add on, there was a men's version of this app that got shut down immediately after it was started.
Really?
Yes.
Who shut it down?
I don't know, man. I'm just following the social media. You know what I'm saying?
But how did it get shut down? If it's on the App Store, just didn't allow it?
I guess so, man. Maybe they said it was too misogynistic.
But what are they doing?
So, I don't know what it is. Feminine version of misogynistic, misandrist or whatever.
Yeah, misandrogynist.
Yeah,
I don't
right?
know.
So here's what happened now. All of these women are exposing the shit out of men, and the shit got hacked. And all of the pictures of the women are now coming out, and they're all super mid-tastic gal them. Okay, let me pull up the picture here.
So there's not like a super baddie on this.
Look at this. Look at this. This is who's telling us, oh, his dick's weak. Oh my God, red flag. Mid-city. Yo, bro, if I go and put in T app on and we're here on Twitter for the people who are in the listening audience. Okay, I just put in T, and T app is the first thing that pops up. So you know it's popping.
Not even Lipton anymore.
Exactly. Right? And look at all of the guys, they're all reacting. Yeah. But I'm going to find some pictures, because there are going to be some pictures of some of the galdom of more close-ups. And I don't know if I'm doxing by doing this, but look at this. Look at this.
Get it off the screen, bro. That is disgusting.
Hold on one more time. Bro, these are the ones that are out there. Oh, it's Dick's week.
Do you feel like they're lying, or do you think there are dudes that are like actually like smashing these girls?
Here's the thing. It might be an indictment on the dudes as well, because if these are the things that you're knocking down that are now able to talk bad about you, what does that say about you?
Men are down bad.
Yes.
But yo, I wonder if this falls under defamation, because if you can't verify the information is true and you're saying things on the internet that can possibly like harm or affect someone's life,
yes,
where does that line between freedom of speech and defamation start?
And that's the thing. That's why a lot of men were complaining, because they were like, yo, like, we don't even know, like, how are you a verified account on this app? And it was number 1 in the App Store, Bridget.
So they got a quick cash grab, I guess.
Yes. Quick. So is it over for this app now that they exposed not all of the women, but there's a waiting list of women that are still waiting to get on this app.
You know what? I think this kind of mirrors the idea of, you know how men have locker room talk? Girls have that too. Like, girls would talk about back in the day, like, they would write guys' names in the bathroom and stuff, and they would like exchange information about that. That is the technologized version of that. You know what I'm saying? So I think that the premise is always going to be like, the premise of the app was good. It's like they wanted girls to know what they were about to get into, because let's be honest, like as men, like we lie a lot.
Yeah,
you know, a lot of men live double, triple, quadruple lives.
Yes.
You know, so.
And there's the S offenders and stuff out there. It's good to let them know ahead of time this guy's on the registry and stuff.
If I had a daughter, I would want her to verify that she knows who she's going to be with. You know what I'm saying? Not just listen to what he shows you or he says.
Yeah.
So I think the premise of the app was good, but I also feel like when women get upset, they can be very bitter and they can say a lot of mean things that I guess when said on the internet could fall under defamation of character.
You could have had just a shitty date with her. You weren't feeling her, obviously, by some of the girls that you're seeing in these pictures. And now, oh, he had weak dick, he's cheap, da-da-da-da. And you're like, wait a minute, I didn't do any of that. I didn't even smash.
But there have always been websites like that where like they expose people. There's like revenge corn. And like all this stuff. Like, I don't know. It's interesting that there's such a like large interest for it, that girls are waiting to join this app to see if their man is on it. Yeah. Because they don't trust their men.
No, in conception, it's a good idea, like you said, but there's going to be emotional women who bastardize this shit, bro. And if it was on the other foot, like if men had an app like this, would we be doing the same? Because they shut down ours right away.
Yeah, I think we don't even need an app for it, bro. We literally just link up and we'll show someone on the IG, like, yo, my boy dealt with it. Yeah. This is what he said, whatever. Or some people will post the girls, but you never know if it's because they're bitter or if it's because they're trying to be genuine and inform the public.
Yeah,
you know?
We can't trust the men either. Men be emotional just the same. Yeah. Listen, man, I just wanted to put your attention onto some of these things out here in the world, bro. It's a spooky place for the people in the dating scene. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think, right now, like, dating, is it even the ones right now?
Bro, I don't know, man. I've kind of like haven't been in a dating scene for a long time, so I'm scared, bro. I'm not even gonna lie.
No, like, don't get me wrong. Like, have like a 1-2 girl that, you talk to here and there, but actually being a boyfriend in 2025, I don't think it's the ones. I think as men, we garner way more power single than when we are a boyfriend.
Yes and no.
100%.
Because here's the thing with me, and I just can speak from my own perspective. When you're still out there, it's distracting, man, from like your own goals and stuff like that, because like you're still out there dating chicks, going out, trying to in the pursuit of more puss and stuff like that. And it's like, I could be home working. You know what I'm saying? And then I get into situations. Oh, this girl was a psycho. This girl gave me the clap, whatever might happen. Like, you just never know, fam. Like, it's just so much variables when you're outside still. So it's like, if you're in a good relationship and everything's solid, more times it might be better to stay in that, because more like you see some of the biggest businessmen, they're like focused because they're married.
To an extent, but let's be honest, like a lot of those big, like upper level businessmen are sharks and they're smashing outside of marriage all the time.
Yes.
They're not like boyfriend. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When you're a boyfriend, it's like you are committing yourself to a girl, but that's not your wife yet. And I want to put people onto this thing just about romance, because romance was developed because there were these powerful men that would just have hundreds of wives,
right,
because girls would rather a more powerful rich dude to provide security and stuff, right?
Interesting.
So this like class of knights, they used to have a cult, and they kind of like changed that cult to like romance in a way. So like that feeling of romance. So knight in shining armor, they were knights.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So the idea of being a gentleman, writing poetry, like saving the girl, like doing these things that this rich dude can't do for you because he's too busy. So let me like, because he can't invest a portion of his time, let me invest all of me because he doesn't love you like I love you. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
wait a minute. So are you saying the knights were the sidemans?
No, they literally were like the lower class men who developed romance in a sense to compete with the like alpha males that were taking all the girls. Because, you know, like, and then the girl would be torn between like, oh, the rich guy who like doesn't care about me, or like this guy who like I'm his world, or
the
whatever,
knight
you know?
in shining armor.
Exactly. But that's the thing, like, it's like you're gonna move like a knight or you're gonna move like a king. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, that's
Think about
freaking
that.
deep. I never even thought about that.
Shout out Psych Hacks, yo. You guys got to check out the channel Psych Hacks.
Yeah.
He changed my whole life about it. And ever since then, bro, girls will like you more. You'll have more money. You'll have more aura. And you're going to attract the right woman eventually.
If you're the king.
If you think like a king.
Yeah.
If you have to act, and I've been that knight in shining armor, like that romantic, like I've been that. So like I know what that leads to. And unless you're willing to maintain that shit forever, because that's kind of how you came out the gate, then like, unless you're willing to do that, then it's not worth it. And
you know what they also call knights in shining armor? Captain Save-A-Hose.
in a sense. But yo, there are girls who are like worthy of romance. Like there are some girls, like, you know, I feel like to an extent, every girl is worthy of love to an extent. You know what I'm saying? I said to an extent because there are some wild ones out there, but every human is worthy of love. I'm gonna just say it like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. We all have our issues, whatever.
Yeah, even the OF who's like sucking and effing the whole team, like, you know, you're good too.
Yeah,
we love you.
But just working in the wedding industry and seeing like the dynamics of like even getting married. Romance is ingrained in society because like most of us are middle class, lower middle class. So it's like that is the way we can't really compete with the Elon Musks or Bill Gates if they tried.
Yeah.
If Bill Gates or Elon Musk pulled up to Fusion Lounge right now and got all the ones, every girl would be in their booth.
Yes.
Maybe they would try to like trick on him or whatever, but like if Bill Gates really found a girl he liked at Fusion Lounge.
No, he's getting her.
He's getting her.
Yeah.
She will find a way to make it work in her mind.
If she knows he's Bill Gates and what Bill Gates actually represents.
It's just the idea of safety, security, power, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like,
because Bill Gates, he's not a, he's not a looker. So he's going to have to show her like, I'm the owner of Microsoft.
Literally. And that's a pretty big flex.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. Like there is natural aura and swag that will outweigh like social power in a lot of ways. But ultimately, when it comes to like long-term settling and mating even, like girls will try to like find that highest level dude. But when they can't find that, okay, they'll go for the dude who like makes them their world and like, you know, does everything for them, you know? You have to have a balance. Like I feel like you should, as a man, like have like romantic gestures to your woman, but you can't commit your whole identity to being this boyfriend, you know what I'm saying?
That's when you go into simp territory.
That's what I'm saying with the boyfriend thing. 2025, it's not worth it. If you want to start a family and you really, I mean, even marriage, like it depends, you know what I'm saying?
So we'll put this on record before we start this. DJ Czar says being a boyfriend in 2025 is not the move.
It's not the move. It's not the move.
Stamp it.
You can, if you find a good woman, be a husband and then be a father, you know, if you're going to do it the old school traditional way, which no one does. But yeah, I think at least for me, I find that when I'm grinding and I'm focused on my purpose, you're going to get more girls. and you're gonna have more money.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? That you don't have to do as much to get girls.
Yeah.
You know,
you'll be what they call a high valued man.
Exactly. Every man should be aiming to be the highest valued version of themselves. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's, and if it's not money, it's getting in the gym or intelligence, learn some languages. You know what I'm saying? Like always like constantly develop, never get stagnant still.
And that was our red pill portion of the We Love Hip Hop podcast.
Shout out to was I, did I get red pill on there?
A little bit.
Dang.
My fault. I threw a term in there, high value man. Once you start hearing that in a piece of content, then people start rolling their eyes. Here comes the red pill, guys. Here comes the incels.
I know. But yo, okay. Let me ask you something, fam. Let me ask you something. Yeah. Do you believe every person has one soulmate?
No. I think that's a lot of malarkey.
How about the dude right now watching with his girl right now? They live together. They might have kids. They are watching this together. What are you saying to them?
That they have kids and they're staying together out of convenience.
They just looked at each other. They're like, is that true?
I'm sorry. I just said the quiet part out loud.
There is that element of like, okay, like we need companionship as humans. I feel like men and women need each other in that sense. But I do think we get into situations a lot of times because of convenience. Like maybe initially that spark was there, but years later, it's just half the rent, half the expenses.
And people don't want to die alone.
No one wants to die alone.
Yeah. I'll stay with this chick even though I hate her guts as long as she'll clean up my shit when I get old.
Yo, you know what's crazy? Like you're at that age now because
I'm 50.
He just celebrated 50.
I'm 50.
That is half a century, folks.
Yeah. I'm proud of it, man.
This guy was listening to the Beatles on the radio. No, I'm joking. No, but you're at that age now where like you almost have to go for a younger chick. Like you're not gonna go for another 50-year-old. Like, it depends what you want. You know what I'm saying? If you wanna, go in the direction of just like having like that partner that then okay, a 50-year-old. But if you want to start a family, like,
yeah, I guess in that aspect, then I would have to, but I have to have a limit on.
It's gonna look creepy regardless, yeah.
As you get older, unless like you're sitting on mad M's, and it still looks creepy when you're sitting on mad M's, the younger that you go, the more creepier it looks, right? So right now I have to, my line of limit would have to be like 35, 30.
Really, bro?
If I start going into the 20-something lands, people are going to start looking at me funny. Oh, look at Friday.
Who's going to look at you funny?
Well,
other chicks?
Other chicks, haters.
Chicks who miss being young, bro. Chicks who are like, oh, why is he talking to the young girls? He can't find someone his age. It's like, when you were young, older dudes were talking to you guys too. Like,
facts.
But now you're not young, so you want us to like adjust.
So I wouldn't look crazy talking to like a 23-year-old.
It depends on what
Because I went
level.
under 25. I went under 25 on purpose. Because I look at that reaction.
No. Realistically, right? If I see you on a date in public with like a little 23-year-old fine shit, I'm like, okay, like he's probably smashing. You know what I'm saying? They have a consensual thing. Maybe she really likes the network. You know what I'm saying? Maybe she really likes your content. Maybe it's not even about anything. Maybe she's like, wow, like I've been following Friday Ricky Dread all these years, and here I am, splitting a pizza with them, But maybe so, but it depends like what level you're gonna take it to. If you leave it as a casual thing and it's two consenting adults, I personally don't think it's creepy.
Okay.
Because that's just like, bro, we're always gonna find like those girls in that age bracket attractive. That's like human. You know what I'm saying? That's when they're like fertility and everything, that range. It's always gonna be when they're in that range. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But if you're seriously dating one, I'm gonna automatically assume she's using you.
Yeah, because like if it's like you see me out on a date with her one day, but then all of a sudden you see me on social media and it's like I'm on one knee. You're gonna cringe, bro. You're gonna be like, Friday, 23?
No, you cannot. Yeah, that'd be crazy. You'd have to marry like a 30-year-old in that sense, or maybe like late 20s max. Like
that's what I'm saying. As you get older, the age starts getting older of where you can be. So like, if I'm dating a girl who's 30, she's 20 years younger than me.
That's still like
That's still a gap.
Yeah.
You feel me?
But it's not. But you're saying that's not a creepy gap at the age you're at. But would it be creepy if you were 60?
I still think it's. I don't think it's I don't think it's creepy. I wouldn't use that word, but I can see somebody saying, "Oh, you're with a 30-year-old." That's inappropriate.
People are gonna say, obviously, people are gonna say that, but then it's like, I don't know. You look at these like high value men that are rich, like they're allowed to do that because they have money.
Well,
or
that's
is
the
it
thing.
still creepy?
I have to have $1 million, and then I won't be as judged as harshly, and if I am, I'm like, shut up, I'm rich.
Yeah, I just think for men and women, we hit our peaks at different times.
Mm-hmm.
You know, for the 1,000th millionth time on YouTube, this has been said. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I'm like recycling a red pill rhetoric.
It's the red pill segment right now, bro.
Yeah. But like you probably right now, would you say you're at your peak in a sense, or like you were at your peak? Like, when would you say peak life is?
I haven't reached it yet. Like sometimes I say in my 30s, I was like had some of my best times, but right now I feel like I'm having some of my best times.
That's what I'm saying, because man, we get better as we age until a certain point. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But women, it's like it's the opposite effect. So it's like we're only gonna be ready to settle like when we are fully established and like in that range, you know? Maybe now you have time to like raise a family and stuff, but when you're super on the grind, and it's hard to do both. You know?
Yeah, it's crazy I said that, and we're gonna start right now.
Yeah.
I'm having my best times. If you go on Reddit, they'll be like, yo, get a life, get a job, and it's like, bro, I'm having the time of my life, bro. You know what I'm saying? Why would I stop all of that to start working a 9 to 5?
Not even a 9 to 5, but like, do you ever like want to start a family?
Yeah, I'm down with that too. But it doesn't mean I gotta stop being a podcaster to start a family.
No, you're gonna do both. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. Podcasters be having kids. Like, duh. But yo, let's start this shit, man. We like 30 minutes in. People are like, so you guys gonna talk about top 5 or something? Like,
yeah. I got X if you wanna take drugs. Do you wanna have sex or do you wanna make love? Which one?
Everyone's skipping Central's part.
Nah, man. Nah, don't do that, bro. We gotta start a podcast, man. Salute to Central C, man. Let's get it popping, man. We are because the world's most smoked out podcast. We love hip hop. I'm your host and the most host, Friday Ricky Dread, aka Podcast Rick, aka 100 Blunts to the Head. What else did I bring back? Aka nighttime driving music from my rapper days. You know what I'm saying?
Aka Juma.
Aka Juma. We back out here, man. Episode 599, B3 Studios. Back in the building. Oh, also big salute to Dusty Wallace and big salute to DJ Natural. They're outside in the world doing their thing, but they'll be back next week. But we have here one of the most consistent people in the media game today. All right. One of the hottest and most requested DJs in the city.
Okay.
Yeah, man. You doing your goddamn thing. DJs are in the motherfucking building. Let's go, man.
Yes, sir. Where's the sound effects? DJs are aka Burrow Sound, aka Young Shawarma, back at it like a crack addict.
Yes, sir.
Friday got rid of the only other black people on the show. So you guys are gonna have to talk to Friday about his agenda.
Yeah. I had to, meet a quota today.
The ratio. Salute Dusty. Salute Natural. I'm not gonna lie. I got my car detailed at Road Ready.
Yes, salute to Road Ready.
Amazing job.
Yeah,
Amazing job.
Yeah.
You know what's so crazy? They put this seal on it, and I know I don't want to get too into this, but they put this seal on it where it's like, if you ball up in there, it doesn't smell like ball up.
Really?
Yeah, like it smells like this spray, the seal. I don't know what it's called, but yo, like they dealt with my car proper.
Let me make sure to show some love to Road Ready.
Like it's super, super legit, like top tier quality. Like I'm only going to them now.
So make sure to hit up Road Ready, okay?
And this is not a paid sponsorship.
No,
I genuinely am happy with the detailing.
All right, 750 Oakdale Road, Unit 66. Get your cars detailed properly, okay? You know what I'm saying? Like Zara was saying, ceramic coating, PPFs, tints, wraps, hand wash cars. Like I'm about to go over there and take my little putt over there and do some work too.
Putt.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I call it, my little putt. And hit them up on their Instagram page, Toronto Road Ready Detailing also, man. Big salute to Road Ready.
Speaking of Road Ready.
Yes, sir.
Ready for the road. Caribana.
Yeah.
Will you be outside Friday, Ricky Dread?
No. I'm skipping this Caribana, and I'm skipping it even as a statement, bro, to be honest, man.
Talk about it.
Because you see, I've gone to Caribana with the exception of the time that I was inside, probably since 1995, maybe or even before that when I was a kid and my mom used to bring me out to Caribana. But as like me coming out myself, me and my homies, like 95, 90.
Oh my goodness.
So I've been 30 years I've been going to Caribana.
That shit was in black and white.
Yeah.
No,
but like, it's a tradition to me. You know what I'm saying? This is my point. I just don't want to do it anymore, bro. And it's not because I have anything about against the parade. I just think that the city and the way that the man them been moving, and just for what I do, it's fucked up now. I'm not gonna have fun. I'm gonna be looking over my shoulder too much, and I can't afford security.
You can afford security. Like people,
I just don't feel like paying for it.
No, people will probably like if you're rolling with like Dusty and all of us and like
but I listen and it's not no scare business, okay? For anybody out there, oh, Friday's pussy, whatever. Nah, bro. I don't want to have to put any of my homies in a position because somebody wants to run up on us or some bullshit. I'd rather pay for a security to handle that shit. You know what I'm saying? Not put one of my peoples in danger or getting arrested or whatever because we're squabbling up with somebody. Or,
but a security's
or
like
worse.
How much is security? Like a bill? Like a bill 50? 2 bills?
We had that conversation with Natural the other day. You get what you pay for. You get that bill or two, you're gonna get a man that's smaller than you pulling up, bro. A little short, skinny nigga.
Nah. I want to reach out to our viewers and put this in the poll, bro. Should Friday go to Caribana this year? You know what I'm saying? And are there like dudes who are strong enough to be security would do it for like a bill 50, you know, give them a little discount. Maybe we'll swing you some kush. Like
just think about the concept, like, what? And listen, God forbid, I'm not trying to put it into the universe, but somebody tries to shoot you and you're trying to catch a bullet for $150 an hour, bro.
Well, what's the difference between catching a bullet for $250? Like it's like anything less than $1 million an hour at that point is gonna sound crazy.
I don't know.
You think he's gonna jump in front of a bullet?
That's why people don't even care about security. The man them like rapper guys, they'll be like, yeah, we got security, but we don't care about that. Or we also got it on us because we can't depend on security.
I can understand that for sure. So what if this video gets 1,000 likes?
If it gets 1,000 likes, then I'll forward. Okay.
Share this with your friend. Yo, they're gonna be mad who are plotting on you who's like sharing this to all like your ops.
You know, imagine that, right? They're just bringing up the engagement so I can come outside. But yeah, man, I'm not pulling up, but we'll see. Let me salute the sponsors and then we'll get into our or salute more of the sponsors and then we'll get into our stuff. I want to give a big salute to Diamond Club, aka Canna-Cans. That's the sign that you see right behind me over here. Okay, Diamond Club is the carrier of Canna-Cans. They got all the best pens, edibles, anything that you need. All right, they got delivery same day in the GTA, and they can get the package sent all the way across the country. All right, make sure to hit them up on their Instagram page. That's Diamond Club _Canada, or you could also find them on the Canna-Cans page. It's Canna-Cans _Canada1. Make sure to use the code WeLoveHipHop when you're on the website. Get yourself a fat discount. You know what I mean? Also, salute to my people in Ottawa. And that's my people over at Only Loud. Okay, Only Loud has all different types of legacy blends under their umbrella, as well as their own blend, which is pretty fire. Okay, make sure to hit them up on their Instagram page. That's Only Loud Canada, and you can also find them on Telegram and Snapchat at onlyloud.ca. You know what I'm saying? Big salute to the sponsors. Also, I just want to remind people that the Honey Jam show is going down. The Honey Jam concert on the 30th. That's this Wednesday. All right, pull up. There's going to be a bunch of different women performing there and doing their thing. Big salute to Ebony, who's been putting this on. This is the 30th year anniversary for Honey Jam. So salute to all the women who've been representing on those stages over there. And make sure to get your tickets. Hit them up on their Instagram page, The Honey Jam. and find out any information as far as the lineup and getting your tickets and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Iceman, let's get into some stuff, man.
Discover Cans, where quality meets innovation. With over 24 premium strains, each carefully sealed in our signature cans for maximum freshness. We're redefining the cannabis experience. Trusted Canada-wide for consistency and reliability. We deliver the product you deserve. Elevate your expectations and explore the difference with Cans. You can find Cans on Instagram at @Canada_Canada, or you can find them on the Diamond Club page, Diamond_Club_Ontario. Make sure to use the code WeLoveHipHop on the way out and get yourself a little discount. Salute to the sponsors. Cheers.
Did you see the Iceman video? The Iceman 2 video?
I have not.
So wait, is Drake not scheduled viewing anymore?
Like I said, bro, I be working and stuff. I can't lie. Like all I saw was the Central C thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess, I don't know if it's anything like the first one.
It is like the first one, but and I'll just be honest.
41 minutes. Oh, I gotta like
no dissing. It's a little bit more boring. All right. Like,
so I'm not missing
driving.
out. I'm not missing out by not watching it, or do you think I should still watch it?
You can watch it, I guess, for research purposes. The song parts are the most important because it's a rollout thing.
Yeah.
But like, I'll show you a little bit of it of like just to get an idea of what was happening for most of it.
Well, I see 41 minutes, so I know.
Yeah. So basically, even the beginning, the stay tuned, stayed there for a while, and then
this is going to be a problem.
So I'm going to mute this for a second. There's a lot of this. All right? This music's playing here.
So you watched this? Did he stream it live again?
Yeah, so it was premiered. So
you watched it live.
So here's, in this picture here, you see this Pinocchio figure here?
Mm-hmm.
This is like the point of like the Easter eggs that's going on here, because this Pinocchio guy, he's there in the bushes. They just show a lot of still shots. They're in another factory, but they're in England this time. And this is the only thing that there's like actual movement, this Pinocchio figure.
Isn't the internet saying that represents Kendrick?
Possibly. Like, he's just standing there, you know what I'm saying? So there's like a lot of like, it's very avant-garde. It's beautiful scenery and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? But like, it's just a lot of this.
I can already hear DJ Natural Wave, even though he's not here. I know he's going off. He's punching the air.
What did he say? He's trying to be artsy, but it's being artsy. It's being hella artsy. You know what I'm saying? The whole thing when they premiere the videos, because bro, this is all this. It's this hallways. Like, you're hearing noises. You got to hear, oh, what are they saying? It's like,
so is the point of it to be so fully immersive that you're supposed to just drop your life for these? I guess maybe that's how movies used to be. Like, you didn't really have your phone or like the rest of the world that you're connected to. Like, you would fully be immersed in that movie. So it's like, maybe you actually have to like just sit down and watch it.
Yeah, but like, okay. I'm glad you brought that up, right? Because with movies, you know what you're going to be watching ahead of time. This is the movie about this. So a horror movie, a romance, whatever it is. So if there's a lot of stuff that you don't understand what's going on, you know, okay, it's going to get to a point of where I do understand because I'm here for a horror movie. What I watched the trailer and these things happen. This, I don't know what's happening. So when I'm just seeing staircase for like 3 minutes straight, an empty swimming pool for like 5 minutes, like, I don't know what I'm supposed to be expecting. I don't know what kind of movie I'm watching.
That's the point, brother.
Stop this.
That's the point, brother. That's the exact point.
Yeah, I guess.
I don't know why you had a toothpick.
I could totally see it though. But you see this, like, I'm cool. I'm not dissing. It's just like, it was giving me anxiety. I'm like, do something. Movement.
It's like an art gallery piece.
Yes.
Like, just play this on loop, you know?
Maybe I'm not sophisticated. Sorry, I'm not even putting it on the screen. Maybe I'm not sophisticated enough to understand. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get it. It's beautiful. The shots are amazing. Avant-garde. I understand all that. I studied film a little bit in post-secondary education, but like, we watch some shit, man. I'm not dissing, but it's just like, it's a lot, bro.
But keep in mind, this is the supplementary content to what he's actually trying to push, which is his music.
Yes.
This is really like a bonus in a sense. He could just easily drop it. He's doing this whole thing. Perhaps it's all going to connect if you watch all of them. I don't know what he's trying to do with Iceman, and I have to sit down and watch this. I mean, I'm not going to lie, like, I'm going to have to be doing something else while I watch this.
Yeah.
And it's going to be a lot of fast forwarding, and I'm sure that's not what they want, because they were probably, it seems like they were very intentional with every shot.
Definitely.
And the timing.
And that's why I don't want to sound like I'm dissing, because like I feel like there's Easter eggs that I just maybe don't have the patience to go and look for. You know what I'm saying?
You can see the effort though. Like, I know it's avant-garde and it's slow, and maybe this is like new age sophisticated art where it's like sophisticated to the new kids.
And this is how they previewed some of the songs. So this is how they previewed which one. So they previewed it by just like kind of playing it while like in that gym or a swimming pool area. You know what I'm saying?
I wonder if it's Drake directing it, or did he like subcontract it to like a film company and this is their vision?
Good question. I feel like he probably has a lot of say in it, right? It's not just the director bringing the idea to him, but I feel like he must have got with some guys who we'll find out later are like this person who directed, you know, these amazing award-winning films. You know what I'm saying?
Are there any credits?
I didn't even check
the description, maybe.
Let me see here. Let's see. No,
his description is Iceman episode 2.
That's crazy,
bro. That's like some Facebook description. Like
wow,
back in the day.
These guys have nothing in there. Okay, I'm going to show you just the end here because it kind of brings everything together. He's running from this I'm calling it a Kendrick thing. We don't even know this Pinocchio figure.
Yeah.
See how he's being followed by the thing?
Yeah. This is in Toronto?
No, this is all in London. Or I think it's in London. And even the way they filmed it, super dark. But then they preview one more thing here.
For the city, though. Yeah. You gotta light the
Let me turn this up.
Yeah. Okay.
Woo! Uh-huh.
Dang, he had the whole airport like lock off?
I don't know.
Not the whole airport, but this section of it?
I think there's a train station. I don't know, but frick. Yeah, they locked this whole shit down,
probably
bro.
is a train station.
I'm sure there's a freaking copyright hitting me right in the face right now for that.
There's no lyrics?
No lyrics. It's just the beat.
Oh, I thought I was gonna, yeah. I was waiting for
No,
that.
that's the thing. It's like, what's going to happen on that beat? That's the whole, little Easter eggs and stuff.
You know what I think this is? I think Drake is eventually going to transition not just to acting, but overall film production. And this is kind of like his stamp as like to impress those elite bougie directors. You know what I'm saying? Where it's like, it's kind of like fashion that people don't wear, but they wear it as like art pieces for fashion shows. But no one would wear that on a regular day. You wouldn't watch this on a regular day, but if you're in that elite circle, you probably appreciate the nuances.
Yeah.
So maybe he's like, yo, I'm not going to just be like a rapper who makes a movie. Like I'm actually making like a film, a cinema.
I'm making art.
I'm making cinema. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think that, and maybe they will perceive it. I think they'll perceive it positively. They'll be like, wow, you can use your own music. You can act in it. You don't need anyone else for like the camera, and videography and everything, the editing.
Yeah.
So
even like the beats that you're hearing, like that ongoing beat that was going on through most of the thing, that dang, 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 dang. I'm sure it's going to be on Iceman somewhere.
Bro, that's probably 40 on an arpeggiator like
this. But it'll probably be an interlude beat, or it might be the beginning to a beat that unfolds into a whole crazy beat. Who knows? But when we hear it again, we'll be like, oh, that was from the Iceman 2 thing. You know what I'm saying? But again, I fuck with it. It's just that, the last one they did the driving around Toronto and all that, and I thought that was hella dope, dog. You know what I'm saying? The beginning was still the same way boring, but I get it why, but at least he gave us the driving around Toronto after. So I didn't get that from this, so I was kind of underwhelmed.
Yeah, I think the style that he's choosing to go for, if he continues, I think it's going to be a similar like effect in terms of the audience reception. But if the third one he puts out has more dialogue and it's more quick paced and it's more like for regular viewing, it's going crazy.
I think that might happen in the third one. If that's the final installment, it's going to be a faster moving picture. Everything's going to unroll, and then we're going to get to see what all of this whole shit is about. Who the Pinocchio is, all that shit. You know
more talking, more action. But I rate it still, I know a lot of people won't watch it, and obviously people are going to skim through it, but this is what he's doing with his time.
Yeah.
There are some people who are sitting in their basement not doing anything with their time.
That's the fact.
This guy's making a movie to unroll an album he's putting out.
Yeah.
So it's like, regardless, you kind of have to rate it.
Yeah, and he's actually doing a rollout for a lot of his fans have complained over the years. And, not just his fans, like hip-hop media guys, like academics and different people say, you need to do a rollout. Stop doing these surprise drops. You know what I mean? Let us get excited about the date for when this is coming out type shit. You know what I'm saying?
What are some Drake projects that he just dropped out of nowhere?
If you're reading This Is Too Late was like, boom. That was the first time he started doing that, and then it started becoming more of a thing.
But do you feel like it's more impactful when he does it? Because now everyone's scrambling to get their hands on or just listen to that new Drake project. Whereas like when there's a rollout, it's like, okay, I'm gonna check it out later. Oh, I see it's coming out in a month. I see it's coming out in 2 weeks. The urgency is not there. But if people will hit you up, yo, Drake just dropped.
Yeah.
You didn't even know. There was zero type of like anticipation or anything.
Yeah.
So you're gonna be more excited.
Maybe post-battle, it might be a little different because like he's trying to, garner like favor again with most of the audience. His fans are always going to be his fans. You know what I'm saying? I don't think they've turned in any way. But like just the casuals, like get them excited about it too. So let's do a rollout. You know what I'm saying? Let's do something where people might be like, oh, Drake, he's not as bad as I thought he was.
I think Drake doesn't even need his casuals anymore. His core fan base and his discography is so vast that he might even prefer a more niche audience at this point.
He might do better just focusing on them.
Yeah, because the people who rock with him really rock with him and are always going to rock with him and always, have rock with him.
Yeah.
Whereas the fair weather fans, those are people are listening to Sabrina Carpenter tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Like, unless Drake really did something to you personally, like his music is always going to like last the test of time.
Yeah, yeah. Last thing before we get off of this Drake thing here, what do you think of the song? I played it in the beginning of the show, the Which One song. What do you think of it, man? As a DJ.
The Central C song.
This
right?
Let's be specific because there was 2 previews in this Iceman 2. There was the Which One featuring Central C, but then Central C had a solo as well that they were playing in there that sounded hard, bro. So,
but you're talking about the one that was like a little more, yeah. I super rate it.
Yeah. Is that the first time you heard it when I played it in the intro?
Yeah.
Okay, so like off of first here, can you already see yourself playing this in the dance?
100%. I think we're getting to how do I explain it? Like we are synthesizing all the genres, and now it's kind of like everything in one, but it's suitable for different situations.
Yeah.
You know, if you want a dark, ambient, chill vibe, you can play it. If you want to get girls to shake ass, you can play it. If you want to get people hyped, you can play it.
Yeah.
It can go with a lot of different genres. If I'm playing Afro beats, I want transition. If I'm playing dancehall or you know what I'm saying, that range. So I really like it, and I think it's for this time and how people are partying now, it's the perfect track.
Oh yeah, he's rolling it out right into Caribana, so you know, perfect timing. You know what I'm saying? I could definitely hear this if I was going around Caribana. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, salute to Drizzy Drake. You know what I mean? Keep doing your thing. No hate in the segment today. Maybe it's because Natural and Dusty are not here. They're like, oh my God, they just left us with 2 glazers.
We're going to call in Natural, but can you just say something about Drake real quick?
Just say something bad, please. But yo, salute to Drizzy Drake. Okay, well, I maybe can help with that because there's proof that Julian's alive. There we go. All right, we were doing so good, right? I can go fuck it up for everybody, right?
Bro. Why? Okay. Didn't we already know this?
We discussed this 2 months ago, Czar. In this same very studio. We said, or I said to you guys, hey, did you know Julian's alive? And I read to you the text messages from his homie saying, yo, he's alive, he's cool. Do you remember this conversation?
Yeah.
Nobody cared. Nobody picked it up. Nobody reposted it. Nobody said, oh, for real? He's alive? Tell me more. Okay? So, yes, we did talk about it, but nobody cared.
Why are they going to care now?
Now they care because I've started posting the proof.
And the Trap.
And Trapler Ross covered it, and Toronto's a bunch of follow-bati, right?
Wait, so what do you mean?
Toronto only loves shit when somebody outside of Toronto co-signs it.
So what, we're getting love? Okay, wait, can you walk me through this Trapler Ross thing?
So I'm on a video, on a new Trapler Ross video, actually, because of the reveal of Julian being alive.
Interesting. There's like 2 or 3 UK hitters that have had issues with top 5 over the years. Then there was the whole Manor House situation. So there's still a couple suspects in the UK, I'm not going to lie. But, man, I don't know. The Julian thing really spun me, to be honest with you.
Yeah, that's kind of a monkey wrench in the whole program right there. I don't know if he's trying to jump in there to maybe get a little clout or if anything that he's saying is valid. But
Julian hit me up personally via DM and said, yo, obviously I'm alive.
That's the first message he sent?
No, he was like, yo,
hey.
You know what? Actually, the first thing that he sent, he didn't even say nothing. He just sent me this.
Imagine that's the first message you hit your friend with, like, yo, I'm alive.
I'll show you what he sent me. And I posted this, and it went around a little bit. Here we go. But now people are starting to pay attention. Okay.
You saying it? Yo, I've been listening to Bundog lately. You know that song? Bricks for the low, bricks for the low. Ops plus ops equals more ops to minus. It was a little crony voice. That shit's hard.
Yeah, I never knew you got hitters in UK.
I'm an innocent man. Yo, what you saying, man? What you saying?
What you saying, my boy?
I'm chilling, bro. I'm just...
So,
bro had that Joker laugh at the end where he like collapsed while he was laughing.
Big type Joker laugh for real. So that was the first evidence that he was alive. He sent me that, didn't say no words, and I was like, oh, okay, what up? You know what I'm saying? And then he hit me up like a few days ago and it was like, yo, give me your number. And we got on the phone, and during the phone call or FaceTime or whatever, I said, let's take a picture, and I posted this. with us on a FaceTime. I put a watermark on it, so maybe that's the reason why maybe like other like a Torontology in certain places might not post it, because it's like, he got his goddamn watermark on it. You know what I'm saying? But I've also posted in different places, academics chat, different places like, yo, this guy's alive. So everybody who's been on Reddit, like, he's dead. Oh my God, the GG's got him. Da, da, da. No, he's alive. I spoke to him yesterday. You know what I'm saying? Here's the thing. He wants to do an interview with We Love Hip Hop on a live stream, but with only under the conditions that Top 5 joins the live stream.
Did you reach out to 5?
I did.
What did he say?
He hasn't responded to me. He sees that he's around. He can see it. But he's not saying nothing. So I don't know. Hold on. I think that. So I don't know, man. He wants to talk about a lot of stuff as far as even like everything that happened with him before with the crypto and all that. Like, he's ready to talk, bro. And I don't know if I might be able to get him to speak before getting Top 5 on, because like I don't know. That's a tall order, bro. The man doesn't want to talk to you, fam. Like, you said some wild shit like on these live streams. Like they went to war, bro. Why would you want to talk to the man?
It seems like Julian is confident in himself right now. I feel like maybe he feels validated, or like there was a sense of justice delivered maybe in his eyes because of how he felt about what Top 5 did to him or whatever, you know?
Yes, I'll say this, he's definitely still very upset about that shit. So
he's probably very upset about the incident, and he's probably happy that something is happening to Top 5 at that point, you know?
Well, you heard the Joker laugh.
Well, I don't know. You think he's involved with that?
I don't know, man. Anytime I start seeing people put stuff online saying that they are involved in things, that's when I'm like, you're not involved, because like you can't be that crazy to say online. All right, let me see what's going on here with him. But it's
who are you calling?
Calling him. Unavailable.
Who's him?
I was calling Julian.
Oh,
I was gonna see if he would if he wanted to just jump on the thing right now. Pause. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, yo.
Hey, yo. But like, I don't know, man. What are your thoughts, bro? Like, he's alive.
I'm alive. You're alive. Everyone watching this is alive.
Yes, but there was a whole rumor that this guy was dead for months, bro. And now there's absolute proof. I posted another picture on the Reddit and everything. He's around, bro. He wants to talk.
Okay, this is what I think. People thought he died.
Mm-hmm.
There was a lot of hype around the mystery of whether he was alive or not.
Right.
Then it faded. Then no one cared whether he was alive or dead.
Yeah.
It was just like, okay, there's too much going on. There's too much information. You know?
Yeah.
Then it slowly gets revealed that he is alive. And people are like, okay, cool. Back to normal life. You know what I'm saying? Then he's like, okay, like, I got to capitalize more on this moment because, you know, there was a lot of hype around the mystery and now social media is picking it up. Now he's like, okay, let me hit up Friday. Let me put myself out there a little more. Let me post. Let me send this video of me talking to, was that Pressa?
It was Pressa, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I think it's his way of re-entering a spotlight that he once had. But I think that he's probably learned to navigate it differently because he was a wild boy, bro. Like, you know what I mean? He was crashed. And that was a part of the appeal. That's why we even, obviously he had the affiliation with the Toronto rappers, but like how he conducted himself and that crash out energy kept people tuned in.
Yeah, and the connection to Drake. Like, remember, he revealed like a whole Drake long text message thing or voice message thing. Like, there was a lot going on around that time, bro.
Yeah.
There was a lot of shit that got erased that was going on around that time.
We don't forget.
It's still out there. It got erased off of the people who were originally, I'll say it out loud, academics in different places that it was originally posted, but everybody clipped it and reposted it themselves. Like that last conversation between him, Top 5, and academics that went super duper left, that's not on academics channel.
Just on the internet.
It's just on the internet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, I wonder what his approach to social media is going to be now, because obviously it got him in some hot waters or whatever. And, you know, he had a bit of a hiatus. So is he going to rebrand himself, or do you think he's going to go back to crashing out? Do you think maybe that's why he wants top 5 on your stream? Like he wants that back and forth. He wants to re-enter the ring in that sense?
I think there's a combination of things. He wants an apology, one. And as far as him re-entering into the social media space, he'll be a little different, but I got to be honest and respectfully to you, Julian, if you see this, not much different. He's still very wild. But from my conversations, he said he's learned a lot. You know what I'm saying? And he's he's calmed down a lot. He's way more calm when I talk to him than when I was talking to him before.
Yeah, and he's young too, right? Like,
yeah.
How old is he?
I think he's like 23, man.
Bro,
24.
Come on. You know what I'm saying? Every day you're going to get more mature.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he's still got time.
And I think, he did build his brand off being this like wild, rich dude who lives this lavish, fast lifestyle, chilling with rappers, on the edge, calling people out. You know what I'm saying? Dropping the N-bomb whenever he wants, not caring. You know what I'm saying? So I think he probably does have like a dedicated core fan base that just like rocks with what he used to do.
Yeah. Well, people are invested, man.
But do you think Toronto cares about him outside the kind of top 5?
No.
BFR
respectfully, no. Because we're very niche in what we care about over here. You know what I'm saying? He has issues with other people like G Herbo and all those other people, but like people are not as invested. You know what I'm saying? Maybe through the academics audience and different people like that, and the people who watch We Love Hip Hop. But like, there's only so much he can do once he comes back. Like he kind of has to be around those cast of characters to stay relevant for us. Well, respectfully.
Yeah, for us, yeah. But maybe it's time to expand like beyond Toronto.
Yeah.
Because, bro, I'm going to be honest, like, the scene is like, it just feels dead, bro. It feels like it doesn't even matter.
I want to take a quick break from this episode to give a big shout out to Only Loud, Canada's one-stop shop for your favorite legacy brands and all things loud. Only Loud provides mail order delivery nationwide and same-day delivery to those in the Ottawa area. Check them out at onlyloud.ca or follow them on their socials, Instagram at onlyloudcanada or on Snapchat onlyloud.ca for more exclusive content. Only Loud is not just a product, it's a lifestyle. Big salute to the sponsors. Cheer.
That's the sad thing. It's not even that it's dead because they're good, talented artists.
Yeah.
But it just feels like there's no impact like there used to be. It's not like someone drops a track and everyone's going crazy. Like there's a couple here and there. The LTL?
LTL, yeah.
LTL, that's really it.
Yeah, there's artists
Sav
4X and Team East crew definitely, but it's even mainly just Sav 4X right now. You know what I'm saying?
But even when Hoodlum was on here, shout out Honcho, he was saying, when he got out the bin, everywhere was playing Smoke Dog.
Yeah.
Everywhere you went. And he's like, by the third time, he had to ask if he was there because everywhere's playing it.
Yeah.
We don't have that anymore besides LTL.
LTL and maybe Clippers, I don't know because I'm not outside like that.
Yeah.
But you probably hear Clippers in the club.
Yeah. Those are the only, like, it's literally those two. You'll hear a couple LTL songs. They have a few.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a sad state of affairs when it comes to this shit because and salute to Julian. We'll get off of this Julian topic because like our Toronto scene, there's a lot of people who complain to me, right, in the comments, different places, right. You guys only talk about or cover the drama or promote. Let me use the words correctly. You guys only promote the drama. You know what I'm saying? Here's the thing. When we're talking about all of this stuff, right? Do we ever promote it or are we like saying, yo, that was dope, do it again?
Okay, we're not cheering it on, but us talking about it is promoting it on a technical level. It's not, it's not championing it. It's not co-signing it, but just the sheer fact that we're talking about it is promoting it because of the platform.
Interesting.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But then the thing is, and I hear that, but if there's also an alternative, if we want to call it that, because I feel like the alternative is actually the main thing, which is somebody like an interview with like a Cairo Snow, who you interviewed as well. You know what I'm saying? Or Rez Official, who just did the Box Cutter film, or all these different people who are not in the bullshit, bro. Or a story that we talk about that's not in the bullshit.
Yeah, but the viewers don't care.
But they say that they do because they're like, you only promote the bullshit. You should be promoting good stuff like this, and that. Until I post it, and less than 1,000 people, less than 500 people show up.
Yeah.
So do they want it or do they not want it?
I think everyone wants to see the bullshit. I'm not going to lie. Even if you're anti-bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
You can be pro-bullshit, anti-bullshit, but you want to see it.
Yes.
If there's a fight and you're walking by, you might agree, you might disagree, but you're going to want to watch. Yes. You know what I'm saying? It's just so like primal.
Yeah.
And I fell victim to this recently too. I was tuned in to an Icy Springer live recently.
Mm-hmm.
And there's this girl named Birkin and DJ Chappelle. Honcho was there at one point. There's just a lot going on.
That's a cast of characters right there.
Bro, you heard it here first. And they're going back and forth. People are exposing each other, but I don't want to get too into it.
Yeah.
Bro, but I was so tuned in, bro. I'm in the chat like, yo, she didn't say that. He said this thing. You know, like, I think it's just entertainment for a lot of people, but it's also real life.
Yeah, it's real life, but we like to cover the fuckery. Not cover the fuckery. I'm talking about the audience as a member. Like they're just, this is what they want to see. Because if the alternative's there and you don't watch it, then it's the proof is in the pudding, fam.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's one thing if we only promoted anybody who has some violent shit going on and never upload anything else. Then it's like, I can hear you. You know what? You're right. I'm on some fuckery. I'm sorry or I'm not sorry. But it's like, if I'm providing you with something that is like fruitful, positive, and you don't want to click on it, then what am I going to tell you?
Here's what's happening. These guys, maybe they're not subscribed to, maybe they are.
Mm-hmm.
But the videos that are drama-based are getting pushed to their For You page.
Right.
Here's Friday talking about top 5 again.
Mm-hmm.
Here's Friday talking about Pressa again, whatever.
Right.
They might not even see the fact that you interviewed Cairo Snow. It doesn't even get to their For You page. So all they're seeing, and they're seeing the views.
Mm-hmm.
So they're seeing the videos that YouTube is showing them. And then it's going to make you seem like that's all you talk about because that's all that's being shown to them because they watch those videos. They watch related videos.
Yeah. It's a kind of a weird combination of audience. And once you click on this, algorithm starts feeding you more of it. And now anything else is kind of pushed to the background. And it's like, it causes this weird cycle, bro.
It's a cycle. So that's all they're seeing of you.
Yeah.
Bro, I get paged on your behalf at least twice a month. I hear it. And I usually defend you. I'll be like, yo, like, you have to watch the other stuff he does. It's just the things you're seeing makes it seem like, oh, he's talking, but that's because that's what's getting views.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a whole other side that you're talking about stuff that like people might not just be interested in that day.
No, like, and you know, we'll get to another topic in a second, but like, I dropped the Cardinal Official interview the other day, and it did well, right? For us. And I was surprised, bro. I shouldn't be surprised that our Canadian treasure, legend, Cardinal Official's interview did well. But it surprised me that like people tapped into it because more times when somebody's talking sense, they're like, when's their next video? When you talk about somebody getting shot or something.
Mm.
So, you know, okay, that happened, but then it didn't set off as a trend. You know what I mean? It was just because it was Cardinal.
I think we lost the coolness that brought in a different audience. We're obviously going to rate Toronto because we're from here. And then there are Americans that do like rock with Toronto.
Yeah.
But at one point we had an aura and I don't know. And this is while Drake was still booming too. So, but we had that street aura too when we had all these artists and stuff. Like I'm talking like, you know, like Houdini and Smoke Dog, you know what I'm saying? So we lost that, I think, especially post-battle. It's like, no one wants to care. No one even wants to investigate what Toronto rap sounds like. They're not even interested in getting to know the real deal. Who are the real spitters? Like outside of Canada, maybe. You know? It's just there's too much better shit out there.
That's a sad reality, bro. Yo, bro, you just made it dark, man. I'm so glad I'm not a rapper anymore, bro. Because if I'm watching this as a rapper, I'll be like, yo, Czar, shut up, man. You're bringing my reality to the forefront.
Well,
bro.
even you as someone who covers Toronto hip hop, you're affected by that because when Toronto hip hop is booming, you're booming.
True.
If it's not booming, that's going to affect you because that's what you're covering.
Yes and no. Because unfortunately, I can just always default back to something criminal and people are just going to watch that. You know what I'm saying?
So, if you weren't to do Toronto content, would you just do straight up true crime?
Yes. But at the same time, there's always something Toronto related. You can talk about somebody that's not even well known in the city. But if he had like an incident where like something crazy happened, he crashed out, he got arrested for some attempted murder or something like that, people will watch it anyway. And this guy has like 1,000 followers. It's just people love drama, period.
That's true.
It's not contention on the rappers being popping. It just, is your story gory enough?
Is your story gory enough?
Yeah.
I think every rapper should ask themselves that.
Yeah.
In 2025, because it's like, it doesn't even matter if you can rap. Is your story gory enough? Are people gonna like buy into the idea of you and what you represent, what you stand for? Or do you just have some bars?
Perfect example. That crashed out who got arrested the other day. He's not somebody who we've been following his rap career for. We found out that he rapped from him stabbing an old lady.
And, can I be honest? Like, should we be a little more hesitant in using the word rapper to describe someone? Because to me, your primary vocation or your occupation, that's what you should address yourself as.
Right.
If you're a doctor, that's how you make your money. And you have a couple of rap songs that you've never been a rapper full time in terms of the financial aspect.
Right.
I'm not going to call you a rapper. You're a doctor. You know what I'm saying? You're not a rapper. You work at Shoppers Drug Mart. You know what I'm saying? Until you can make it a career, because I was like that too. But I can honestly say I'm a DJ because I get paid to DJ and that's how I pay my bills.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If I start rapping and like I have aspirations to be a rapper and someone's like, yo, what do you do? Oh, I'm a DJ, I'm a producer, I'm a rapper. It's kind of like, are you actually a rapper or like, are you an aspiring rapper?
Yeah. Aspiring rapper would be the more better term to use, but come on, a lot of these guys can't even spell aspiring, man.
Is a rapper just anyone who can rap, I guess?
No, we're bastardizing the term. We shouldn't be calling them rappers. You just rapped before. That's all it is. You have some rap songs, but you're not a rapper. You're a crash out. You know what I'm saying? But the point is with him, that did crazy as far as views. He has nothing to do with any rap shit that anybody knows of, but it still did well because there's still some kind of like will to watch something dramatic. So even if all the Toronto rappers fell off, the podcast would still survive as long as somebody's getting in drama.
That's true. It's almost like we are replacing the news.
Basically. Or like at least an opinion on what's happening in the news.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I agree, yeah.
Yeah. Well, listen, speaking of things that are happening in the news, OKG Delo, he got arrested, him and another gentleman, Shush, right? Shush Gang 26. So I'm going to pull this up on the screen here. This is courtesy of T.TV.
Wait, this guy?
Yeah, this OKG Delo is the light-skinned gentleman on the bottom here. And then this is Shush Gang. They were both there for the interview that I did with them back in the days, right? But this is they're saying they locked them up in connection to the studio shooting that happened on Queen Street last year, right? Mm-hmm. My only question, because like obviously, like they've been looking for everybody from that thing, right? They arrested a bunch of people when it first happened, and then a bunch of people got out on bail, but there were still people that they were going to arrest after the shit. Do you think that after what we seen happen that day, crazy shooting, 120-something shots, that anybody's going to do any time for this? And I'm not wishing for anybody's time, but I'm just asking, do you think, as far as the way our system works, anybody's going to do any time for this? Keep in mind the details of what happened, too.
Will anyone do time for this? I don't know their previous records. Okay. I think that'll largely determine the sentencing, whether they're repeat offenders or first time. Yeah. So based on that, I would judge whether or not someone will do time for that. I think realistically,
hold on. Let me give you a hypothetical.
Would,
Let me give you a hypothetical. Let's say they only have small criminal records, one offense before. Okay, this is obviously not true. We're going into imagination land, but they just have one criminal offense, maybe two before, and then this crazy shooting happened. There was shots everywhere. There was, I think, a cop car got hit and stuff like that. Now, put that scenario back. Everybody's who got detained or whatever. Are they doing time for this?
As someone who is not qualified to speak on this at all, not a criminal lawyer, don't know the law inside and out, I would imagine they probably would. That's just, it's 50-50. Either they would or they wouldn't. Maybe they'll have some type of house arrest situation. It depends how they're categorized. I don't know. Like, did they find actual evidence besides the video? Like, how did they go about the arrest? Like, are they trying to build a bigger case on, maybe they have other charge? I don't know, bro. I don't know.
Well, that's a bunch of different variables, right?
Yeah, that's why I can't even tell you what I think, because there's too many variables for me to have to know to make that judgment.
Well, I'll tell you what I think.
What do you think?
I think that they're not going to get a slap on the wrist, but our system, and I'm not wishing it on them, but the way our system works, because of everything that you already have there, the evidence or whatever evidence they do have, they're going to get the minimum of sentences. They don't even have to have the best lawyers. It's just our system is it's non-existent, bro.
So you are saying they are going to do time for it?
They will get a little, but they're not going to get a lot. Where, like, if they were in maybe a different state or something, like in America or even in Canada, a different province, it might be a different story. I think Ontario really they're not trying to do anything right now, bro. The jails are packed. The courts are backed up. They don't even, it's too much, man.
Yeah, I do think the system's overwhelmed.
Yes.
And they're focused on the wrong things, like my automated camera speeding tickets that I owe.
Yes.
Which they're coming after me, bro. I'm fighting.
No, but Bridget, even all of that, like, they can't even keep those speed traps up because people keep on kicking them down and tearing them down, throwing them in the river. Like, we're in a lawless society, so like they're not doing anything about anything anymore.
You can cross the street, cop cars drive by the spot. You can buy in DT.
Yes.
You can buy anything in a storefront at this point. Real talk.
Yes.
And they all know, and they don't do anything. And I'm telling you, bro, they are trying to crash the system. It's like in sports, there's a thing called tanking, when you literally want to get the best result for like the draft for next year. So I'm going to lose all my games on purpose.
Yeah.
Canada is losing all their games on purpose. Immigration, crime, environment, inflation, everything, broski.
Facts. My bad.
What the heck was that?
It was the Reddit, bro.
Everything, broski. We're losing our culture, our identity. Like, they're crashing it. So then what's going to happen is
they're going to get the first draft pick next year.
We're going to get the first draft pick next year. We got this new AI automated system that talks to you. We're going to have it in every house. No, I'm joking. I don't know where it's headed.
Yeah.
But I do think we are headed for a reset. And to reset has to get really bad. And this is part of it. Because other than that, why are they turning a blind eye? Don't you want to see this country excel?
And listen, again, just to be specific, we're talking about everything as a whole. We're not making it specific to these guys. We don't want to wish jail on the man them. And to be honest, I'm just saying that so that these guys don't get pissed off me personally. But we're in what you're saying, it's true, bro. Like, we're just crashing the shit, bro. So if mans get locked up for a studio shooting that happened with 120 shots, like, yes, it's heinous. Something's gonna happen with these guys, but it could be way worse of what probably would happen to them.
You know what's interesting? Usually, I do believe in, having law in society. And, if you violate the law, there should be some type of punishment.
It is what it is.
To an extent. However, in this situation, because I believe it was a self-defense kind of thing.
Hold on. My bad. Yo. I'm recording,
Hey, man. Where's Five? Where's Mr. Five?
I'm not live right now, bro. But we were talking about you earlier, right? And
we're live. Let's do a stream. I'll do a stream real quick. Hold on.
I can't go live right now, bro. We're pre-recording the podcast. But listen, for the people who are in the listening audience, we got CEO Julian in the building.
Roll Ready Detailing, now open 7 days a week from 8 to 5 p.m. 750 Oakdale Road, Unit 66, specializing in ceramic coating protection with warranty, PPF, tints, wraps, vinyl wraps, and hand car washes. Remember, we clean anything on wheels.
Roll ready, ready for the road. Oh,
Yo, put my face on here. Put me on this bitch. So, let me see.
Right, CEO
Can I
Julian in
put
the
weapons?
building.
Can I have weapons on the stream and shit?
No.
Yeah, brother. All right. How about this shit? Factory.
What is that?
This is a Patek Natalia's. What is this one again? It's a 5711. The 5711 with the factory diamonds, green dial. Like, I put up on Bundog with this shit. He was like, damn, Cody. Bro, I swear to you, God, on my life, I don't care about these guys. I'm not going to say the M word. I'm not going to say the N word anymore. I don't care about these guys or any future relationship with them, so I'll say this. Bro, Bundog literally called Pressa Waste Dudes. I said, your brother was the worst one out of all the scams. He didn't even know how to make it less obvious. Like, he was so obvious. He's like, I know, fam. He's a waste dude, fam. And I kid you not. Bundog, pick the price, nigga. 2M dirhams. But no, Bundog literally was like, bro, I had nothing to do with those guys, fam. I was trying to tell them we could make real money with this kid. We don't need to scam him, but he's lying. But he was like, bro, you hear this Friday?
Okay, hold on. Because we're doing a lot. My bad. Sorry. My mic came out for a second, bro. Holy. Okay, listen, brother. Actually, you know what? It was probably good that my mic came out for a second, because, bro, you are saying a lot, fam. Maybe
tell him I want all the smoke. Tell him to come beat their chest and come at me. We're going to put a lot of gift boxes on Break's porch for Christmas.
Yo, listen, I'm going to holler back at you when I'm done filming.
Let me know about this fucking 5 shit. If he's, you know?
I'm working on it, brother. Working on it.
Love gang. Everything I said was a joke. GTA 6. A lot of gang shit.
Peace. Okay. Hold on.
That was interesting. Friday got his clip. Got clip of the week.
Woo.
Julian says Bundog calls Pressa waste you.
Whoa. Yo, what is happening, fam? I feel like the simulation is cracking. Okay, let's get back on track.
What the heck?
What the hell?
What is he trying to do? Like, break up the brothers? Like,
I don't know, man. It's getting spooky, bro.
Like, I don't know. Like, is that supposed to cause friction? Like, I'm sure they've called each other that before, like, as brothers, you know?
He's giving me a headache. I'm just like, well, how is this gonna pan out, bro? Okay. Let's get into some good news, and then I don't know. I don't even know what the hell.
You should call him back after. Call him back.
Okay, quick news. Tizzy Stackz is home. Okay, I think I was with y'all. You were here when we reported on Tizzy Stackz getting sentenced to. He got a life sentence like a few months ago.
And he's home now?
Yeah, he got released. There's a picture of him over here on Torontology's Reddit. Or is this Torontologist? We'll just call it Torontologist. But actually, it's Torontology. Okay, welcome home, green light. And it's him coming home. And there's a couple other pictures that are floating around. I'm like, I don't have any details so far, but like, man's home, bro.
What did he get sentenced for?
An M. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, shout out his
He got
lawyer.
25 and he's home. Listen, one thing with Tizzy, he was booming before he went in, and labels were even looking to talk to him. Labels were hitting me up saying, can you put me in contact with this guy? So he was about to go to the next level, and then boom, caught the M case. He was in court, and then boom, he got the sentence for life, and it was like, oh shit, and now all of a sudden he's home. So I don't know, man. to be continued, basically.
Do you feel like he can resume that momentum he had musically where labels would want to deal with him?
He's got a story behind him now, bro. You beat an M? I would imagine if I'm an artist who's like a street rapper, I'm taking advantage of that.
So you're saying he should drop a track like right now?
Drop a tune. Come back and get back in the booth, bro. He's got the talent. So, and the fan base was there before. So the return is going to give you even more traction to stay out of the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? And ride the wave. But we'll see. I just wanted to make that a quick announcement that, the he's free up.
Okay.
But let's get to a quick, I don't know if this is beef, but Chromazz, she hates me, bro. What did I miss?
No, I did see that on Twitter. You made a post about a week ago, maybe?
Yeah, 6 days ago. So here's a post from my Twitter. It says, Toronto, in quotations, rapper, speaks on Nicki Minaj threatening to call the feds. And then just yesterday, she jumped in the comments, you're a waste youth.
She said you're a waste man.
Or waste man, my bad.
See, you're too old to be called a waste dude.
I know,
now
right?
it's just waste man.
Well, I'm a full-grown waste man. Clip that.
Oh, man, that is the getting clipped for sure.
So, yeah, she got at me. Why do you think she got at me, bro? Before I give my response to this.
Okay, this is what I think. I think she saw it 7 days later, right? So she's probably scrolling, and then she sees a picture of her. And then she sees your Avi, and you're like, Chromazz speaks on Nicki Minaj and Meg Thee Stallion and calls them rats. That's probably how she's reading it in like some very paparazzi type of voice.
Right.
And I think, okay, this is what I realized. You're using your personal account to report information.
Right.
So it makes it seem like you're saying it, not we love hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Like if it was behind the lens of like a corporate account, like Denny's or McDonald's. It's like you don't know who's saying that, whatever. But this is Friday Ricky Dread with the blue check mark. So she's probably just like, yo, like you're talking about me, you're a waste man.
We talk about everybody.
Maybe she doesn't want to be talked about. I know that doesn't really equate with, what she does from a social media and popularity perspective, but I'm sure she doesn't want to see these things. Even though she posted this stuff and you're just
She went
reposting
online and did a whole rant about Nicki Minaj and Marcus the Stallion and you guys are rats, and she didn't want to have that reposted? Cap.
So you think she wanted people to pick it up and go viral? She wasn't just talking to her audience.
No, that's if you do that, then you put it in a story or something. You know what I'm saying?
Wasn't this in the story or this is a post?
She made a whole post on her Instagram, I think at the time, where she was like, I don't know, it was like a minute rant or something. Why make a minute rant if you don't want it reposted? I don't think that's what it is. Maybe it's because I put rapper in quotations.
Oh, Toronto rapper Chromazz. Why would you say that?
Because she don't rap.
She actually could call herself a rapper on a legal, like, CRA type level.
Yes. And not to take away from what she did before, she used to rap more, and she dropped music lately. I'm not going to act like she didn't, but like she barely raps. She's more known for being a personality. I'm not just going to say OF, but she's more known for being a personality. So rapping is like a side thing.
Yeah, I think you're right with the term rapper. Like, we should use it sparingly because technically, is she a rapper because she... When do you become a rapper? Just if you rap all the time, if you release albums, if you're able to sustain yourself from it, because obviously it's probably not her primary source of income.
And respectfully, people don't like her music like that. I'm not gonna diss like on some like, oh, I'm not trying to be a hater. I'm saying this, it's statistically, or I don't know if there's statistics, but people have never been a big fan of her music They're a fan of her personality, her being out there, her wildness, or whatever it may be. But when the music comes on, they're like, oh, turn that off, da-da-da-da. This, I'm not saying that she doesn't have good songs. That Zora, that song was fire. You know what I'm saying? But on average, people more look at her like, oh, you're just, show me your tits. They're not like, oh, yo, that song, rewind. And I'm not trying to diss by saying that. I'm just saying this is what the people say.
Yeah, I think her identity is more based around being almost a digital S worker.
Yeah.
To an extent.
Fam, now you're a waste man because you said something that's basically true.
No, I'm not dissing because
you're not dissing.
And shout out to Chromazz.
Yeah.
You know, like good peoples.
No, that's
good
the thing.
People.
I fuck with Chromazz,
Dukes.
but somewhere along the way, this didn't start here. This is what from before. I don't know what I said about her that pissed her off in the first place, but when she went up on Gutsy and Vegas's show, I got a clip from somebody sent me a clip saying that, oh, I stopped following Friday or whatever because he was acting weird. I said, okay, I don't know what she was talking about. I'm strained my brain to try to think what could I have said on what platform or what time that she might deem as weird. And the only thing I can think of is a time when where we were reacting to the Charleston Wright thing.
But you always would like fend her in those arguments because you'd be like, she's her grandma's half black, or like you would say something, you know, like you would always stand up for her. I don't know. Maybe she's just at a point where when she sees you reporting on her, she gets annoyed. That it could be as simple as that. It might not even be personal. I don't think she actually hates you, but if she goes on her phone, oh, here's Friday talking about me again. Here's Friday talking about me again. Like, you'd be like, yo, why do you keep talking about me? Do you need to talk about me? Like, you would start thinking, because I'm putting myself in her shoes.
Yeah.
And if you were like, let's say you were talking about me all the time, like, yo, is DJ Czar crashing out? Like, if you did that all the time, I would be, and I knew you, I'd be like, bro, can you stop talking about me? But I also understand the other side where it's like, this is part of the game that you're in. You know?
And also, the reason why I feel that that's cap is because I've spoken to her and she's even said publicly on the network, oh, I only check out the stuff when you guys talk about me. So you like when we talk about you.
No, she has to see what we're saying. She doesn't, that's how you know maybe she don't even rock with you for real because like she's not watching the other stuff.
No.
But she said that she still follows We Love Hip Hop because, you know, she was on it earlier. That's where she might get some of her news around that realm of Toronto media. So, I mean, she probably does see you as like a source, but yeah, once again, bro, I feel like it comes down to personal relationships and like maybe for some people, like they don't feel like they have that with you because you talk about everyone equally. You're not picking, you know what I'm saying? Like you're not necessarily picking their side or like.
I don't do favoritism.
Exactly. You don't do favoritism. But that's going to rub people the wrong way because it's almost like that's expected. But I rate the journalistic integrity of just being like, you know what? I'm going to talk about you when you do something. I'm going to talk about them when they do something. I'm going to give, play. In a sense, you're playing both sides.
Yeah. Or playing no sides.
Playing no sides.
Yeah. Yeah. And listen, I thought about it on the way here. Even when I first saw the thing, I was like, I can come in here. Rant time, nuclear grant, let's go. Put it on the thumbnail. Friday crashes out on Chromazz. I'm like, no, I like Chromazz. Like, why would I do that? Like, I not like on I like her raps or whatever. I like her as a person. She's a cool chick. So I don't know where we went wrong.
Well, maybe we should try to, mend the bridge and, fix things up. How can we, resolve this issue? Because you did give her early interviews. Like,
yes.
There is archived footage on YouTube when she's like, what, 19, 18,
she
19,
was
20?
18.
You know what I'm saying? You guys are interviewing her and like, you guys always kind of rocked with her. You guys have done multiple interviews over the years. You did.
Yes.
So I think it's unfortunate. Maybe you should just hit her on the ones and be like, what's up? Like, why? Like, you speak, her personally, so you might as well just reach out to her personally and be like, well, why are you calling me a waste man? Like,
yeah. After I put this out. But salute to Chromazz,
Shout
man.
out Chromazz.
Yeah, man. There's no hate over here, man. You might call me a waste man, but sorry for the audience too. No rant has come off of this. You know what I'm saying? people are probably looking at the Twitter like, yo, Friday's gonna go off on Monday. I can't wait to see this. Like, nah, bro. Underwhelming rant. My bad, guys. Couple more things before we get out of here. The Top Boy guy is charged with grape and assault. I'm not a big Top Boy fan. I don't know. Have you been a watcher of Top Boy back in the days?
Yeah, I watched it. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna just play a little clip of one of these news guys here. Oh, Jesus.
Of sexual assault. There is the police.
Big salute to Tanks, man.
Michael Ward charged with rape and sexual assault by the Met
I did
Police.
see
The
this.
CPS has authorized the Metropolitan Police Service to charge a man following an investigation by detectives. The Met has charged Michael Ward, 27, of Cheshunt, Hertfordshire, with 2 counts of rape and 3 counts of sexual assault. The offences relate to one woman and are reported to have taken place in January 2023. Detective Superintendent Scott Ware, whose team is leading the Met's investigation, said, "Our specialist officers continue to support the woman who has come forward. We know investigations of this nature can have significant impact on those who make reports." Michael Ward will appear at Thames Magistrates Court on Thursday, the 28th of August. So what that means, why he's going to go to Magistrates Court is because he has to go there first, even though is something that has to be tried at Crown Court. Magistrates Court is like a formality, so he's going to go there, they're going to confirm your name, all this stuff, yeah, and then they're going to decide whether he's remanded or whether they're going to give him bail or whether they're going to release him on bail with certain conditions. We urge responsible reporting in line with guidance from the Attorney General's office. Editors, publishers, and social media users should take legal advice to ensure they are in a position to fully comply with the obligations to which they're subject under the Common Law and Contempt of Court 1981 Act. So what this means is, like, you are at risk of catching a contempt of court charge if...
Okay, so we get the gist.
Are we at risk for catching that contempt of court charge?
I don't know, man.
In England.
This guy, he's well loved from what I know from the people who watch Top Boy, and, like, you know, just the UK community probably has love for him. Wasn't there another guy who got the same thing from
Philly, Young Philly?
Young Philly, right?
He's like stuck in Australia, I think.
Yeah. So is it a trend that's starting to happen here where we're starting to see this, like the Me Too movement start to resurface, or are we just getting a bunch of creeps that are popping off right now and getting caught?
It's hard to say, bro. I haven't seen any of the evidence. Anyone can say anything.
Yeah.
And I don't want to dismiss the possibility of it being real, but I don't want to dismiss the possibility of it being fake and conjured up.
Yeah. And salute to Tanks, he did mention something in this same piece, and I wanted to bring this over here to your attention too. Like, okay, all right, the headline's out there, and it sucks for the victim if there is a victim, and it, you know, for him, if he's innocent, it sucks for him crazy. Mm-hmm. Because when you get your name connected to anything, especially grape and stuff like that, even when they find out later that, like, let's say the case gets dismissed or whatever, you're never able to recover like things were before, bro. Like, you're ruined. You don't have to be arrested. You could just be accused. You're ruined, dog.
Yeah. No, it's true. And it's unfortunate that this will always kind of stay with him.
Yes.
And from a professional standpoint, it's unfortunate because he's a good actor, but because he has this like association to this case, whether he's innocent or guilty, they'll never be able to put him on because they don't want the backlash of people being like, yo, you hired him.
Yeah.
Even if he's innocent, they'll be like, yo, it's because he's rich and they hired the lawyers and blah, blah, blah. Unless it's like fully proven that, like, right now he's a victim and the girl is super, super trying to violate, then he might get favor.
Yeah, it has to be super like slam dunk. Voice messages of her saying, yo, I'm gonna frame him.
Yeah, literally like so direct.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, it's not, you can't just be like, oh, well, there was some technicalities, or based on the evidence, he lost or she lost. Because people in the back of their mind will be like, oh, maybe he had a better lawyer, like you just said. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So just having the accusation, one, you start getting put through all of like the search engine, so like your name is just attached to a wild allegation. And let's say you get found innocent, right? That doesn't override the amount of headlines of the allegation in the first place. So now when people, God forbid, look up any of our names and like something like that happened, those are going to be one of the first things that pop up on Google, fam.
Yeah, even after. They might not even release the report that you were innocent because no one's going to care.
Yeah.
So it's unfortunate. It's hard for me to imagine being a rich man that has so many options. And like why would he need to grape a thing? You know what I'm saying?
This is what a lot of people say, though.
You know, like you should never grape a thing in general. You know what I'm saying? Whether you're poor or rich. But it's like, that's what makes it sketchy, where it's like he has other options, probably better options. The only thing you can put on him is who you chose to experience you. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe she wasn't the ones, you know, or maybe you stepped out of line and you did something. Like if he actually did that, that's terrible. You know what I'm saying?
Some people are just sick. They're obnoxious with power. They're like, what you mean you don't want it? Of course you want it. I'm me. And next thing you know, now they're taking the puss.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That probably does happen a lot, especially with powerful men.
Yeah. What you mean, no? I'm me. And then the girl's like, no. I said no. If he takes it anyway, and even if she's wet and all that, bro, it's still a grape.
But in that situation, right? Unless you're like living with the girl and this is your like wife or whatever, right? She'd be like, all right, and then just go find the next thing. Like it's easy. You're on top, boy, bro.
Listen, I can't speak for them because I'm not one of these guys, but I'm just saying, if you could be the most egotistical person, yes, it's easy. But like, how dare you, turn me down? I'm me.
I'm me.
You know what I'm saying? That's just the only way I could rationalize if the person like isn't already sick, which that's already the traits of a sick person too. You know what I mean? Like a heavy narcissist or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think some people, like when they reach a certain amount of success, like they do feel entitled to things. And shoot, I even feel like that when I'm holding a couple bands. So imagine if you have like hundreds of bands. Like it does affect the way that like, it shouldn't affect the way you expect people to treat you, you know, but we do expect that. If we wear nice clothes and we do all this stuff, like we expect to be like respected differently. You know what I'm saying?
That's why when people have that theory, like, yo, the guy got money, he can have any girl he wants. Why would he do that? I'm not putting it on a homeboy, but why would he do that? It's because he got so much money and he's feeling himself a little bit too much. And listen, again, I'm not putting it on a homeboy. He's innocent until proven guilty. But the reasons why some rich men might grape is because of those reasons. Because they're rich and powerful and I can have anyone I want, and I should.
I don't know, man. It's hard for me to put myself in those shoes because I don't know, the idea of doing that isn't like I want a girl to like want to smash me. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want to be like, oh, like she didn't want to and I did it.
Yeah.
Like that's not really like, to me, that's not sexy, you know? But for some dudes, maybe that gets them off.
That's why I've never been into like working things, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like we can be cool as friends or whatever, but I've never been into, I'm going to pay you and then we smash. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, I know you're not into me. You're into the money I gave you. So like, I want you to like me. I want you to be attracted to me. Pause or whatever.
You know what's interesting? Like even working at a strip club, I realized this. The best strippers will make you feel like they actually are rocking with you.
Yeah.
Those are the ones that do the best numbers. The ones that are just like, you want to go upstairs? Like, you know, like no one's trying to
Ivanka.
Like some Ukrainian thing, like, you know, but like the ones that have the gift of the gab and like, you know, and then some of them even convince you that like they like you and you're like, but it's still for the money. And what I realized, bro, is that even girls like that aren't rich or whatever, like girls will never like a guy for just them. There's always some type of thing they're gonna benefit off the guy. Whether it's his genetics, she thinks he's tall or handsome, so she wants to have his kid. You know, or like, he's funny, she wants to laugh. He has a nice car, she wants to be transported in a way. You know what I'm saying? Like there's always a reason, and a harsh reality for men. And this was like something I realized is that like we're never gonna have that internal value that just existing. We have to provide some type of value. No matter who you are. You know what I'm saying? Girls have that. Like they're just valuable just being themselves. But us, it's like, you gotta be something, bro.
Yes and no, they are valuable just being themselves. But like, if you just got somebody who don't do shit, just sit around, don't do, don't cook, don't clean, don't do nothing, like, it don't matter how pretty you are, you're gonna get tired of that bitch.
Then she'll find another dude that is like enamored by the idea of her, or likes her lip fillers or whatever, or like, maybe she smells good. I don't know. Like, girls, it's easier for them to like have that riz on us, But for us, it's like, yeah, man, like in a weird way, maybe there are girls that'll like love us for us, especially when we're younger. That's why you see a lot of those high school couples, they last for a minute because it's like, you guys both don't have anything. This is like actual partnership.
Yeah.
But as we get older, bro, trust me, man, like it's not like, oh, she loves you for you. Like,
yeah, she love you for that money, man.
Not even just money. It could be something else. It doesn't have to be money. Because
or
girls love
what you can do for her.
What you do for her. Maybe you dick her down good. Maybe you treat her nice. Maybe, you make her feel safe. Whatever, bro. It could be, there's so many different reasons, but it's never just because he's him.
Yeah. And why should it be? Just because because you were born? I mean, what do you do? What can you bring to the table? Like, I'm just here?
I'm a child of God, bro. Come on.
No, I don't care, bro. Like, can you fix something in the house? Can you open a goddamn jar of pickles for me? My Oro is enough.
that's all they're doing.
Can you pay for at least something? Like, you can't just be there. You know what I'm saying? But listen, we went off track.
This is the Red Pill pod.
And we are super
That's
red
what
pill,
happens when we remove Natural and Dusty.
Yo, Myron, holler at us, bro. You might find a spot for you. Couple more things here. Soft White Underbelly. You know that guy is in some drama right now.
For what?
And he's got a mother and a daughter that was on the show. And the daughter was describing some of her activities on the street. And he had one video of her like wearing like almost see-through clothing and stuff like that. This is an underage girl. Okay. I understand Soft White Underbelly, like he goes to the edge, he gives you the raw, real stories and stuff, but like I think he went a little bit too far. He flew a little bit too close to the sun with this one. I'll play a video here, the TikToks.
Cover shocking stories, but this newest Soft White Underbelly Nova interview is sparking full-blown controversy, and people are stepping forward with real reactions. Yo, just 2 weeks ago, Soft White Underbelly dropped a split-screen portrait/interview with Nova and her mom, Tanea, on Skid Row in LA. In the clip, during the interview, you can clearly hear Nova describe working on the streets, shockingly at only 13 years old. The interview even shows her in see-through clothing while discussing clients, yet no police or social services were contacted by Mark Latham. Now, the hashtag Soft White Underbelly controversy is blowing up because critics say he knowingly exploited a review. One Reddit user said, exactly. Children deserve privacy and this video is a shame. So is this journalism or is it exploitation? Parents, chime in. Let's be specific. Nova was on camera admitting she sells for clients, not victims. Her clothing was partially transparent, and when backlash hit, full video was locked behind a paywall.
Behind a
Critics
paywall.
argue Latham monetized her vulnerability and did nothing to intervene or help. LA locals are people who've been...
Okay, so we'll stop there. Journalism or exploiting for the check?
My mind immediately went to Underground Nation's interview with the 14-year-old because we're diving into territory of underaged people.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
To an extent, underage crime. Youth crime.
Absolutely.
Right? So the question you asked is this journalism or exploitation?
Yeah.
It's both.
Interesting.
I think it's both. I think anyone who is older should understand that when you're dealing with a younger person, you're not dealing with an adult.
Yeah.
You can't grant them the same type of approach that you would grant an adult. There's like a big level of like understanding and empathy you got to have, knowing how young they are, you know, knowing how we were at 14, come on, you know?
No, that's a fact, bro. I never even, you have to approach them differently. You're not talking about an adult that has experiences and, you know, their own thought a fully developed full frontal cortex and everything. You know what I'm saying? You're talking about a child.
It's a kid doing adult things.
Yeah.
I guess. And me personally, like I would rather stay away from that. I know some people, you know, they want to get views and clout. And you know, salute to all the journalists out there. Like, some people are not going to agree with the ethics of your journalism, but the fact that you're still doing it, to me, is respectable. Whether or not I agree with your ethics, that's like based on individual to individual. You know, some people are going to be like, no, this is good for the views. It's a good business decision. Some people are going to say, no, this was a kid who's videoed doing this, you know, or saying this. And
listen, that guy, you know, he makes great content as far as like the production value of it and everything, and he has some very gripping, cool questions and stuff. But he's moved a little creepy and weird a few times too, man.
How so?
He's had girlfriends that like are straight up working things that like he kind of like borderline stalked, and you know, a lot of them have screwed him over for money. So like he's kind of a victim sometimes, but then sometimes it's like, bro, you brought this on yourself. You're like chasing around these like close to the age line, hella young girls to himself. Like, so I don't know, man. Like, he hasn't had the best of reputation. I don't want to put too much on him without having like all the facts in front of me, but he has had a lot of different weird shit on his jacket too. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man.
What do you think of the ethics of this instance? Like,
he could have interviewed the 14-year-old or whatever, and I'm still not completely cool with that. But at the same time, why do you have to have her wearing the see-through gear, bro? Put her on a t-shirt and then ask her the same questions.
Yeah.
When he puts her in the see-through thing, now you're doing a little too much.
Her in it?
I don't think you put her in it, but like her wearing that and you're saying that's cool to have on your YouTube channel, you're pushing it a little bit too much too. Like, you want too much of the shock value and effect. Like, she could have it fully clothed and tell the same gripping story, and I think we'll still be as shocked and entertained or whatever.
Me personally, if I were to do that story, I would completely like just black out her silhouette.
Yes.
I wouldn't even show her face because she's a minor.
Yes.
You know, and she's talking, I would probably change the voice. You know, like, that's how I would have done it if I really wanted that story.
Yeah.
And it is, in a sense, good to bring awareness to these type of experiences, because it's good to know that, you know, like what's going on. It's not all pretty. You know, like, this world is unfortunate. There are underage women that do that. You know what I'm saying? Not just her. So, like, you should be aware of your environment in that sense. But like, I just think there are some stories that don't need to be covered.
And, you know, when everybody gets mad at you, then instead of deleting it or putting it on private, I'll just put it behind a paywall. So you're still want the bread off of it, bro.
Of course. We all want bread though, right? Like,
of course. So I can't hate on that.
We can't hate on it. Like, that is just a business model, and whether you're ethical or not is a different conversation. But if the bottom line is views and analytics, then do what you got to do. But people are going to call out the ethics if it's questionable or sus.
Yeah. Listen, man, salute to that family or whatever who was affected, even though I don't know if they want it because they're already far gone, but it's just a mod thing. Okay, I got one more story for you, and then we're going to touch the road here.
Okay.
Bait rental scam. Okay. So there's been people that have been buying homes, and then all of a sudden, people are coming to their homes looking like, hey, isn't this place for rent right now? And it's like, nah, fam, I live here. To the point where one man, like, some guys came in his backyard and they were like, yo, so this is the place, I'm here for an appointment for rental. And it's like, nah, bro, I just bought this house. Go away. So there's a scam that's going on right now.
Hoping to trick someone into sending first and last month's payments. A Cambridge man didn't fall for it, but he says his newly purchased home is being used as bait, and he's worried someone may fall for it. CTV's Jeff Pickle reports.
Chef Pickle is crazy.
Brett Broman is a proud new homeowner
and moved in here on July 8th.
But not long after buying, he noticed people taking a very close look at his new home.
I just had seen on my camera that there's people walking around my yard once, and I thought that was odd, but I thought it was just a utility person.
Then on Sunday, Broman says, a very strange situation.
There was 3 guys who just showed up in my backyard.
Watch the guys.
Confused and anxious, Broman asked what they were doing.
Actually, we saw this house in the listing. Sorry?
After an awkward few minutes, the guys explained there was an ad on Facebook Marketplace listing the house for rent.
It's very nerve-wracking, you know, knowing that, like, there's an ad up for your house and people could at any time just be trespassing on your yard.
Broman says because the house was recently for sale, someone has taken the pictures from the listing and posted it as a rental at well below market price. Broman says he's worried someone might fall for the scam.
So people are probably...
So people are running the scam right now. They're taking the picture of the newly purchased house. Then they're putting it up as a rental listing on Facebook Marketplace, probably Kijiji and other places, trying to collect a first and last month from people.
Smart.
Scam.
W scam, man. No one gets hurt. Yeah, you lose a couple, you lose first and last, but you shouldn't be sending money in that situation.
Yeah.
You didn't even see the crib yet. You didn't meet the person. This is going to be where you live. Like,
well, that's why they're showing up. They're like, yo, I want to see the crib before I get the first and last. It's like, no, I live here, nigga.
Well, at least they didn't send it right away. Some people will be like, oh, he's probably like, yo, you can move in whenever. Just send me first and last. It's like, I can move in today. It's like, yeah, send me first and last. Boom, you go there. This guy's like, what the heck?
Yeah. Yo, man, I think the scams are just getting better and better, man. I'm not trying to say people to scam, but I'm just saying, like, when I was in my heyday, I wouldn't have thought of this shit, man. These guys are great.
And I mean this with like all respect, but the Indians are sick scammers. Like, I get phone calls every day. I'm like, how did you get my number?
Yeah.
What website sold you my information? You're not from Bell. You're not from Rogers. You're not from TELUS.
You're not duck cleaning.
I can hear other people in the background typing like a call center.
Yeah.
And you're trying to tell me if I click this link or I got to do this and I'll send you money. And yo, there are people, that's their livelihood. They actually scam for a living.
Yeah.
So I don't know, man. We brought a lot of them here. Now we're getting more scams.
Yeah.
It's part of it. You bring Italians here, might get some pizza shops. You know what I'm saying?
Somebody might get whacked.
Somebody might get whacked, man. Because about mafias. You bring some Indians, you're going to get some scam centers.
So what do you think? You think a lot of people got hit with fell for the scam?
I think yes, because rent is so hard on people these days that, like, if you see a good deal, you're jumping on it. You're swinging first and last right away because it's like, what? This is $2,000. This would usually be like $3,500. I have to get this. So that urgency in the real estate market is kind of creating like the chaos that allows these scams to thrive.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
If everything was working like it's supposed to, this wouldn't happen, Canada.
Yeah. Yo, man, make Canada great again, man. You know what I'm saying?
I thought you said make Canada gay again.
I didn't. I almost did.
I'm like, it's already pretty gay, man.
But listen, man, I just wanted to put you on a heads up on that, man, because the scammers are out there. People who are watching this, if you're renting a home or you're trying to rent a place right now, be very vigilant. Go inside. Make sure that the person who's showing you the space could at least do a video viewing inside of the crib.
Yeah, and
you know what I'm saying?
I'm going to add to that. If you aren't doing that and taking your due measures, I think you deserve to be scammed by whoever's running this.
Facts.
If we have to tell you not to do that, just do it, bro. That guy deserves your money.
Yeah, no, send a transfer.
You're not doing your due diligence. Yeah, send him the transfer, bro. If you really think this is, that's what you got to do.
Yeah, and scammers, if you hear that, then send us a piece. I think we can wrap it up for the evening here.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to check out these other videos on the screen and make sure to like and subscribe.
We love hip hop.